Gonna be starting this kind of crude edited video journey while I wrap up some of these Ascent remains that I'm doing. So for those of you that don't know, I'm doing 20k Ascent shades, and I'm doing that just for resources and primarily clue juggles, mediums, and hards. But I do something that I just call it a melon run, basically. Get the nasturtium in here. Get the melons and rinse and repeat. I'm slowly whittling down the toad flag stack, and we're looking pretty good on that. After that, I'm just going to be left with a few other good herb seeds like Renars and Staps. I got like 5 of each, and then it's just Marital. So I'm almost out of herb seeds. So hopefully I go back to Necreals soon for after I wrap up this grind. Pretty big milestone coming up here. We are finally going to break the halfway point, and under 10,000 more to go. So far we've gotten about 800,000 prayer and 2.5 mil fire making, so pretty good progress. Should be able to get really close to 90 prayer in that combat level when we finish it all up. And we'll check that key stack in a moment. Bank that inventory. Now we're going to go ahead and check out the keys. How much has been lost to GP, but we got like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8,000-ish keys out of the 10k so far, so that's like, yeah, that's pretty much on the dot, about what you should expect down. Coming up, and this will finally break 9,000 stack. We have 9,000 more to go, so see you then.
Hey, just doing a farm run here, and honestly, if I put as much consistency into my farm runs as I do with other things in life, might be unstoppable. But coming up here on level 98, 93, and honestly, these levels take forever. Been pretty on my farm runs, just 3 XP to get 93. And 6 more. These, I will probably get another one in 5 months. Just burning some shade remains, and I just hit 89 prayer. We should be getting 1 more level from this grind, but yeah, these take quite a while, and it's pretty slow, but 1 more until 125 combat. We're looking at about 5,000 left. See you then. On the kind of last quarter of the stack, that will be under 5,000 now. This has taken quite a bit of time, obviously. I've been doing it mainly while I've been working kind of AFK, because I've been working on some other life goals, doing things like that, so this has been pretty slow. I've been basically doing like an inventory at a time, do some work, study, and then some other obligations, and then come back and do a few here and there. So hopefully the last little hurdle can get by quick, and then we can actually begin the juggle. That's the main thing I'm looking forward to.
Hey, just coming back from been doing bingo for about the last week or so on the regular iron. Been getting a lot of drops, actually some insane things. Got about 30k Zoro scales, 4 crystals from Serb, like 3 Eternal, 2 Smoldering, 3 Sarah Swords, Tyrannical Ring, Void Waker Hill, Tormented Synapse. Like, been kind of popping off, so just kind of been here doing some farm runs, and stack is looking up to about 500, but I think we're gonna go ahead and start re-burning some remains. I ran out of amethyst on the normal iron, so while I AFK that, gonna make progress on this, so see you at the next milestone. Hey, what's going on? Just finished bingo on the iron, so back on this account, been burning some shades, doing some farm runs. Literally, that is it usually with this account for the foreseeable future. One big thing that actually came up though has to do with temple trekking. So I pulled up the blog after I farmed this patch, but essentially what they want to do is remove the bog, and what that means is it just depends. Like, I don't think it actually solves the problem of people want to get Lumberjack because it's actually a quicker event than the zombie event itself. Um, because you can just mark objects and just do the bog. It takes like 0 effort or knowledge. So if we go to the poll, let me make sure I compost this quick. Good. Okay, I didn't. We're here. Where's it at? Oh, they're changing Winter Todd. Only took them 7 years. All the Guardians of Rift stuff, don't really care about. Don't really care about any of this shit. Don't care. What they should actually probably do instead is just increase the spawn timer of the zombies, and then reduce the death animation time, and then make them spawn 1 to 2 tiles from the shore, and it would make it way better. This outfit takes 15 minutes to get anyway, so honestly, like, I don't know who asked for this. I'm actually surprised they're gonna remove the bug because it, unironically, it's kind of an iconic piece of content in the game. Probably due to the Swamp-Letic series that Settled has. Like, I think it's a pretty iconic thing. It's pretty nostalgic, at least for me. But maybe other people disagree. The Nail Beast things, this is good for the bots. They're gonna make hella GP. I genuinely, other than like 2 Ironman or like extremely in-game Ironman, I don't know who else is going out of their way to make sand views. I don't know anybody that does this. I don't know who this applies to. Like, some JMod on the team has to be down bad, because every in-game Iron that needs sand fuse, they don't go here. You don't go here. It's not even worth the time. Like, this is an RNG chance for 2 to 3 when you could just literally like 5 hit Calvarion and get 6 and plus extra stuff. You could do Sepulcher. You can go to Kraken and AFK. You can just get it from straight up Nightmare. Buffer it that way. Like, there's plenty of sources for this, but this is fine. I mean, this is genuinely just gonna be for bots, and it's just gonna drive the price down to sand fuse on the GE for mains. Does nothing. This is kind of cool. The rest of these are kind of cool little tidbits. Like being able to use blighted supplies in the other PvP game modes. Like, that's a great idea. I like that. This is for the Zaya only. The double hitting crush weapon. I actually think this is I don't know. Like, I wonder what this drop table is going to be, but I'll talk about that on the Zaya video. It's currently just at Cranes right now, but just going over this blog to remove the bog. God, that's wordy. It's, if they don't do the changes that I just said, it's actually going to be a decrease in XP per hour, and it's going to make hard checks a lot more ass. Well, they said they're going to replace it, so it's just gonna take longer. I don't really, yeah, I don't know. I wish they would ask people who did the content a lot about it, but you know, I'm just a random area locked. It changes nothing, but it's weird. It's just gonna be weird. I'm gonna do 99 Slayer and not do the bog when I've been used to it for like 8 years, 7 years. I've been around this game for a while now, but pretty much the only noble thing coming to Morytania besides the Araxxor boss I probably can't do. 1,000 left to go, and we can juggle. Hey, what's going on? Man, been pretty busy doing some IRL stuff. I had my brother's wedding, and then my wife had some other wedding stuff with her sister. So been a pretty busy week or so. Kind of been out of town doing something here and there, but been whittling down the shade stack. Down to about the last 300. We're looking pretty good here. We've made about 3 million almost GP so far. We'll go through that like more intricately and see exactly how much we've made, but I wanted to bring up a news post. So let me switch screens to this. Yeah, something I never thought they'd do. They made a Shades of Morton change. Where was that? Oh, it's right here. We'll start off with XP lands from Beekeeper event. Yes, this is awesome. This is great. This is more XP towards Lamp and Runecrafting that I can't do anything with, nor can I get a Blood Talisman, because for whatever reason it comes from Guardians of the Rift, and it is a redundant drop as Catalytic Talisman. Does the same thing that it needs, and you get it before that. Not mad at all. Anyways, The Serum 207s, those don't really do too much. That's more like quick post quest. This is cool. The Sanctifying Serum 207 now uses 5% down from. Yeah, this doesn't really. This is nice for people that just want to do something post quest quick. Doesn't really matter much. This is amazing. No more risk killing because you had to manually do it. The 5 XP per dose. Yeah, that's fine. That means literally nothing. This is kind of what I want to talk about because this doesn't. This is worse than what they make it sound out to be. So let me actually show you. The make all though, like this is great. I do already have 30,000 oil stacked up and the logs ready, so this really doesn't impact me too much unless I want to make them into pyre logs, which honestly I will at this point as an AFK method, now that I can do that. But if I switch back to here, like, you know how the ecto functus works with the bone grinder? If you do this, look, you can't spam click it. It's not what they make it out to be. What it should be is you have to wait like a tick or two in between. See how it's used, and then like if it's the last action, you can spam click it. But if it's the first, you can't. Look, you can't spam click that. That's just feels bad. And the light one will just go through because it's the last action in stack. But what they should do is it should work like the grinder to where all 3 of these clicks are consolidated into one click in a slower process where you go and pick it up like the bone. Like that's what it should be. It's not less. You can make it even slower than what this is right now because honestly, I would just rather do all of this action in like 2 ticks max rather than having to consciously like wait and train my body to click like this while looking at the other screen. So they changed shades right when I'm about to be done with the entire grind, doing the juggle, so, you know, welcome to my life. I have 30,000 more oils to use if I ever want to get those remains. But good change. I honestly, they could do a little bit more and make this a little bit more streamlined, but maybe they're worried about that, which is fair, so just doing that. Next time I see you, it will be the last inventory of keys, and we will begin the juggle portion. And we should be coming up on 90 prayer really soon, and that's going to be the last combat level probably for years to come. So, yep, there it is. 90 prayer. We can't use that, but we get a combat level. So, on to juggling the keys. The key session that I'm doing for medium clues, looking pretty good. I actually did lose. I lost a step. I think I didn't lose 2. I lost 1 because I had to do something IRL. But for the most part, any of these clues with like the 40-minute timer I have a lot of clues with the same step, so I don't think 4, 12. This might be accurate, but I'm pretty sure I have around like 18 steps, which for how many keys I've used, if we go through and just do a spot check, 72, almost done with the black keys. This is the last inventory, then I'm done to purple, which is 900. That wasn't recent. 101, 72, 173. I got about 900 keys left, around 1k, so going to, hopefully I can get, that should be about 4, 5 medium clues. If I get some like 3-steppers, maybe we can roll that into a lot more. But I mean, we've already kind of punched above our weight, so at this point, like I'm just grateful that we have that many clues. I was expected to get about 2.5. Once I actually broke down and did the math, it came out to be about that. But yeah, all these are just duds. As you can see, they just go to infinity and beyond. Now we're on to the purples, and I will see you when we are done with all the keys and ready to juggle. Be 5 caskets and a starter step to use for next time. Never lucky. See, and we just got our third hard step. I'll do a little bit of a review regarding all the medium stuff we got, but had a lot of family over, and I started the hard clue grind. We have 3 steps in total. I got one earlier this morning, but once I get back to the bank after this trip, I'll do a quick little debrief on all the black keys and plan for all the silver. See you then. Alright, so back from that trip, let's go ahead and look in at all the loot. So if you see everything here, I'll actually bring up all the uniques and everything that I did get. But I did keep 1 starter step, and then regarding the keys, I did have 330 remaining. And I just wanted to keep that because there's no way with 1 step and this many keys I'd get another casket. So maybe if we do one in the future or there's something random, they change the loot, I'll just be able to redeem these when needed. Typically the loot from black keys are pretty dog shit, so you're gonna see a lot of like really trash loot, but then as soon as it hits kind of this area, this is all the silver key loot that we're building up. The bulk of the GP is gonna be from the silver keys, but if we open up the loot tracker, let's just go ahead and we're gonna skip those. So did 5 medium clues. We got 5 caskets. Pretty fortunate. Like honestly, not complaining at all. I will be a little salty if I don't get an admit. Having not gotten an admit pick, if I don't get a rune pick from the hard clues. But we got the black leprechaun hat. We got a miter, which is actually my technical bis. Where did I put that at? It's right here. This is +1 prayer over barracks home. So if I do out and out prayer stuff, I would actually. This is bis. So we did technically get a bis item. We got a Ucampo. Could have been the strength amulet. I think those are the same rate, same table. So that could have been cool. But uniques are uniques. We can't use this because you need the quest. First time getting purple sweets. I'm not gonna solo top anytime soon. It's not possible. And then the actual loot down here, you'll see how many clues we've gotten from each. And if you just want to pause while I scroll through them. And where's here, yeah, for those of you that don't think I actually, yeah, there's a lot of those on there. And now we're into the silver keys, and this is going to be the bulk of all the XP, or not, sorry, the GP and actual loot. We're probably going to get millions. Like our cash stack might even hit 100 mil. So 3 steps. I will see you when we're either at 5 or enough for a casket. I don't know how many that is, but catch you then. Just got the 4th hard clue step. Have about. Let me actually check how many keys we have here. We have about 7.5k left. I think we need 2 more steps to guarantee a casket, and hopefully we can get a second. So, kind of bad news. I've been recording, juggling these hard clues the entire time, and the audio is fucked up, and it sounds like Alvin the Chipmunk. So, I'm just gonna give the rundown. We did get a hard casket with 2 leftover steps out of 6. It was a 4-stepper. Let me go into the loot tracker. It took 45 and 90 clues, including the starter step plus the 2, so technically less. But the hard clue was pretty junk anyways. I have more than enough to do a second casket, so no real content loss. It just, yeah, I learned a lesson for making these videos. Not really something I planned on ever really doing, but just gonna do a few for fun. And in case the for those of you maybe you missed the medium clues, I'm wearing one of the outfits for my technical bis, the miter. So well, one milestone I forgot about is that we just hit over 1 million swamp paste entirely from shades. The stack continues to grow. Just opening some keys while I'm doing some shit at work, and just got the 5th step. So just 1 more to do that juggle, and then we can move on to 99 agility. Just literally like 3 minutes later, just got another step, so that's number 6. It's gonna be the 2nd hard casket, and definitely will be checking the audio this time and not losing that file, because that sucked, and I would like to record the clue. So gonna go ahead, go through all these steps, gear up. We have about 3.5k keys left. Um, if I have 2 steps left over, I'll use these up and go for a third. I think that's worth it. But if not, if we run it down to 6 or 5th, I'm just gonna keep the starter and we'll call it there and move on. So see you at the casket. Alright, just coming up here on to the 3rd step. Funnily enough, this is actually probably a lot of cloggers' worst nightmare if they don't have the telly, but since I do, it's actually faster than most of the Mort Meyer steps that I have, so um, pretty quick one for me. This feels so weird being able to do this. I haven't done a puzzle box in this count, I don't think ever. And no back-to-back, so moving on to the next one. Alright, we're here at the next step. Let's see if it's a casket or back-to-back or neither. Oh, okay. So I guess we got another 4-stepper. Actually, hold on, let me check how many. Two. I don't know if I want to send another. I'm gonna open this and then I'm just gonna do some math with it quick just to be sure I still have the calc. So if it's pretty good odds to at least get 5 steps, I mean I guess I'm just gonna send the whole stack. So I will see you at this opening. All right, we're gonna go ahead and open it. Things that we're looking for is rune pick, and like a blessing. But I think rune pick, if I get at least that, I will be more than happy. And maybe if I don't get it, we might be looking at a 3rd casket. So let's see what we get. Oh, we got a unique. Got a unique. So yeah, we'll take that. But no rune pick. Might be sending the 3rd. If the series ended and I do a summary, then you'll know that that would not be the case. But pretty slick. Decent fashion item. So we'll take it. Yeah, so I just did the math, and it looks like with the keys I have left of about 3.5k, 3.6k, I'd only get about 2.4 hard clues. So unless I pull another 4-stepper, which could just easily not happen, or unless I get a back-to-back or spoon, we're not gonna get this. But we have 2 on the ground, so um, I'm going to. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think we're just gonna have to move on. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take them to Sepulcher, and if I get a 3rd step, I'll send the rest of the keys. All right, what's going on, everyone? So we finally wrapped up everything. I'm gonna be going over the loot and experience gained, and then plans, and then we're gonna be wrapping up this video. So let's just do a quick little recap to start off with. We got about 5 million fire making experience, so quite a bit. Never done a single Winter Todd, never will. So by the time everything's said and done with this count, we should be looking at about 30-ish million plus fire making XP. So a lot to come with that. Gonna be pretty excited. We got 90 prayer, or just about 1.6 mil prayer XP. Um, with the remaining oils, that should give us about 95. Now let's get into the loot. So this is gonna be all the major things. So our cash stack reached about 100 mil, so we gained about 40 mil. This amulet stack, I think, pretty much doubled. We almost all these are entirely from the grind, so we can get gold keys out of this in the future. We got about 3k U logs. I'm gonna flush this out to 100k when I go for the forestry collection log. These are the notable uniques from the clues. So we got some Fashionscape, the U combo. We can't use this, but it's a clog. The sweets for maybe, probably never use those. The red dehyde chaps, pretty useless, but fashion. Our miter, which actually is a +1 prayer bonus over Verax helm, so new best prayer helm, so we got that at least. We got quite a bit of runes, nature runes. I basically covered all the alks that we needed, and these are always welcome. Good chunk of change there. So now let me go to the loot tracker. Um, we have, this is from both the hard clues. I did let one of the two steps despawn. I had something IRL I had to plan with my wife, so I still have a starter step for both a medium and a hard clue. So that is something good for the future when we will be doing another one. Um, and then I'm just gonna go over the loot briefly. Almost all this we out, besides like the battle staffs and some of the jewelry and then the junk. We didn't really want to waste nature runes on those, but these upper items almost always I'm going to waste those nature runes. Always worth. This should cover me completely for max. I only need about 40 mil, so we with this journey we pretty much covered that and kept our original stack. Um, Pretty much similar loot. I'm gonna go through the black keys quick. This is the nightmare thing. Doesn't matter. Oh, we got some dig site teleports. I forgot. Put this in the tele tab, and some firelighters. Not really notable. And getting 250 of these is that's never gonna happen. And I can't get Phoenix. Here's all this. I'm not gonna spend too much time on these because the loot's worth. Only really the medium loot matters that much. So overall, I think a pretty good grind. It was really good to get the stack up. Always a good excuse to get some experience, but now it's gonna get to the actual grind. Next video we will be getting into agility, and then we will beginning the 92 Slayer grind. So look forward to that, and I will see you if I actually edit this. So um, if I did edit this, appreciate your time. Thank you. Hopefully it's not that bad, choppy. Did try to put my best into it. There is a few missing clips, but hopefully I can get this together in about a week. And after that, you might. I think next month it's going to be post Araxxor. I'll release either a quick update or a similar video in this where it's got a little bit of edit in. But overall, pretty happy with the grind. Unfortunate not to get a pickaxe upgrade, but you can't always win. And with the changes going forward in the future, I'm sure I'll be doing this again. So, see you on the next time.